Ahead through the large door.
Hello everyone, this is Who here, and welcome to more of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe 2. And now we're gonna go ahead and kill ourselves again, but this time with a lovely bucket. So let's see what that female operator is doing right now.
Stanley and the bucket
What does
still
she
had
think of
every
the bucket?
opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yeah.
At this point, Stanley and the bucket
As this game switched to Stanley Parable 2 mode, it's been nothing but about the bucket. The bucket. The bucket. You know, the chasm of death. What a cliche. Oh yeah, not sure I'm gonna name these videos. Do I call them Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe? Or do I call it Stanley Parable 2? I am so confused. Yeah, pretend we're gonna get crushed. Only for them to suddenly start like. And for the theory, I can already seen this whole shtick before.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on
Let's get over with.
and comfort had turned out to be.
I got places to be.
Sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye.
Farewell, Stanley, cried
And there's the female underwater.
as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
Yeah, just take me to the museum. The Stanley
It
Parable.
was a shame.
Where's the two?
Such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are rated
Yeah, I guess we're not really
in their
playing a
own
sequel,
way,
really.
but this one stood above the rest.
Alright, so instead of having a museum about the Stanley Parable itself, we now have a bucket museum. A museum of buckets. Oh god. While standing at first of March, much like a bucket itself, the human mind is strictly empty within. A cavernous void. Yeah, we got a museum of buckets.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
Lord.
Can you see the hubris
Oh
that
my
blinded
lord.
him? Can you see that the bucket is far
Praise
more
the
noble than
bucket.
Stanley will ever be in
A
his
bucket with two handles. One is enough. Yeah. Why's I like this new content? So far, the sequel's been about bucket. The stress bucket. Percentage without commentary. Inferno bucket. The hell? Apparently.
No man can own
Back.
a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold.
Oh,
as
hell,
this
the bucket. Praise the
It
bucket.
is man who should kneel before
You know, I'm
the
just getting
bucket.
a little bit sick of the whole bucket joke, honestly. Oh, the hanging bucket. Place symbolizing necessary between humanity. Huh, must be a glass ceiling. Alright. The bucket is mine. Oh.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
What, are you gonna crush me for will this time? Yeah, we're gonna get crushed for will.
Die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another
Wow,
opportunity.
so instead of asking us not to die, you're now asking us to
We
die.
can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world.
No,
a
the
new
bucket dies with me. Alright, so let's see how this elevator ending changes with the bucket.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again.
Oh god.
Bucket said nothing.
Okay, so it's now all about the number 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, look, bucket. Look how so memorized about the number 3.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely... Well, he said, the number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly
What's so
at
special with the
bucket,
number
but the bucket
3?
remained silent.
3,
This was a shock to
triple,
Stanley.
twinity,
He always felt
trilogy,
perhaps the bucket
Flight
had
Rock,
missed him.
trilogy.
Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3
And the bucket
repeatedly.
does not give a damn. No, we're heading back up again. I want to show you how glorious the number 3 is.
No, said Stanley to the bucket.
I mean, look, you got
can't
3
go
witches
on
on
yet. Not
on
till
the
you
bucket
understand
there
how much the number
itself.
3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see.
Oh.
Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really
So many of the
show
best
you. He ran to the
games
number
the newbie starts with the
began
number
to wail on
3.
it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories
Oh
of
my
his
God.
dreams and hopes and fears.
3.
The whole time, he
The
looked
best
to his
is the
bucket
best
for a
number.
reaction
Screw
of
1,
some
2,
kind.
4, 5,
Anything
6,
to
7,
let
8,
him
and
know
9.
that the bucket
The number
appreciated
3
what
is
he
the
was
best
doing.
number.
The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence, crushed by a wave of dejection. Stanley returned.
The best
to the
numbers are
bucket.
3, 13, 23, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 43, 53, 63, 73, 83, 93, 103, 113, 123. You get the
He
point.
knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend.
Infinity
Surely
times
there was a
3.
solution, mustn't there be?
And the bucket just does not care. Can we do this on episode 3, but no, it's from 5. Who cares about number 5? It's all about the number 3. What other famous 3s are there?
Said
John
Stanley.
Pertwee, the Third
I know
Doctor.
what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling
know.
in my heart. He decided right then and there that
twi-
he would hold a press
a
conference
trio
where
of
he
heroes.
would speak to the public on all matters relating
Super
to
Mario
pressing
Bros.
number
3, Sonic 3
over
and
and
Knuckles,
over.
Crash 3
He
Warped,
would elaborate
Ratchet and Clank
fully
3
on what
Up
the
to
number
Arsenal,
3 meant to him,
Sly
and
3
why he
On and On
felt so
3s,
alive when pressing it.
Season 3 of
Then the bucket
SpongeBob,
would
I
be
don't
able
know.
to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be
Splatoon
through the
3 is
public
coming out
eye
this year.
that the
Hope it-
bucket would finally
hope it's good.
understand Stanley's work.
Oh yeah, so we still got the press conference, but instead of
months,
press
he
conference about
advertised
how
and
Stanley is the
marketed his
master of
press
storytelling.
building excitement
literally
around
just-
it, developing and
We
rehearsing
now
it
literally got a
until it
press
couldn't be
conference all
refined
about
a
the number
single
3.
measure further.
Oh my god.
When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared
And now
as
there's
he'd
threes
ever been
everywhere.
for anything in his... This was it. One last chance to win the bucket.
Shouldn't win
over.
room 427, it should be
opportunity to share a true
437
connection
or
with another.
333.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference
Oh.
to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3
Why no
on the
one?
keypad over
Who
and
cares
over.
about one singular number?
He was unloved, uninteresting. He was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would
What
never
it really
again
means
take
press
him
number 3 on the
seriously.
keypad over and
There would
over.
be no connection, no deeper understanding.
I thought about
The
the
bucket
number
merely
8.
sat there
Why is
in
it about the
his
number
arms,
3 all of a
indifferent.
sudden?
And so it began.
Eight's
that
a bad
slowly,
number.
Over many years,
8.
the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to
Yeah, I
state
can't
the
go back.
obvious, that any
Yeah.
sense of real respect between them had eroded
Yeah,
since
you're a
that day
loser,
at the press
Stanley.
conference.
You have no
There
life.
would be
Just
no
saying
more
it.
games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship,
God.
was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness. Stanley decided that this machine...
Alright. Screw this. How we just escape the simulation with the bucket? Why not?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
How? You don't have feet.
Every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching
Please
the
don't
movie,
stay
any
every country
movie,
on Earth.
but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple
What
life
odd
they
wishes you
envisioned,
have?
but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Huh?
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Oh, let me out!
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
No, let me out! No!
Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it.
What, is the building sentient?
He would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right?
That's the bad ending.
Okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out. Of time.
And then he died. Alright, let's see this. Let's see this changes if I wear outside of the bucket.
Whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
We've done it.
What?
We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last,
No, we haven't.
here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness
bucket
and the decay, if only it had been stronger.
Is the bucket actually a person in disguise?
And its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common
This
man,
is Stanley Parable.
to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
Not always what it seems, Stanley.
Evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in
Gambhorata?
as payback for the
Is that the narrator's real name?
From his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of no.
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
Are you in the world of Harry Potter? Or the Lord of the Rings?
You are a bucket. This is so stupid. Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed,
Really,
and
this is
screamed,
stupid.
the bucket revealed its true form,
Ugh.
transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
Ah, crap. The bucket's killed me, didn't it?
My God, Stanley.
Oh, no, quite
you
the
did it.
opposite.
You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been
figure out
overwhelmed by
Stanley.
the bucket's
Link.
power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated
Also,
such
wow,
bravery here
the
today.
bucket is
Come,
bleeding.
Let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
Yeah, that's not happening. Hey, what happens if I take the bucket to the escape pod? Oh? Stanley? You know you can go inside the escape pod with the bucket, you know. You don't have to sacrifice yourself for the bucket to escape. Oh my god, why is this so bloody... Why is this so damn emotional?
Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how.
No, thank you, bucket. I'd rather...
It should have alarmed him, of course,
go
because
here.
buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced
No,
that the
still
bucket
can't go
had
for that
spoken
door.
to him, and
Shame.
he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Hey, you didn't notice that? That was another Stanley figurine there. We'll get to it later. Alright, we're gonna deal with the red and blue doors again, are we?
No, stop. Look there
What?
on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
What?
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless...
No, screw you. I want to take the bucket here. Screw the walls. I have money.
And what
Wait,
isn't a bucket?
doesn't...
I suppose
I
that
wonder
would
anyone still
explain a
gets
lot
that
about your
reference.
behavior up to this point. Which, if
Huh?
that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it.
I clearly
This
know what a bucket is.
misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay. Is this a
Now
bucket?
then, I'm going to
Oh
run
god,
you
what is
through
this? Some
some
sort of
test
game show?
scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need
Alright.
to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Well, I'm gonna deliberately answer all the questions once just to make you mad.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No, it's a buck.
Correct.
What?
It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Bullshit, you lying idiot.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes?
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
It's still a bucket, you idiot. God's sake.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yes?
Correct. This is a bucket.
Well, never mind getting all the questions wrong. But
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
yes, this big tractor is indeed a bucket.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one. Is this a bucket?
Yes?
Correct. This is a bucket.
What? What's the difference between the two tractors then? How is that a
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
yes?
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
How is it both? It can't be both a bucket and not a bucket at the same time.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Oh, you went out of buckets. Oh, still answer. Okay.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing
Well,
could
a
possibly
bucket
be
is just a
something.
made-up word.
Unless, in your twisted mind,
So-
have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer
Yes.
me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments
Oh my
ago, I
god,
could
a real
answer these questions with
philosophical again.
confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Yes, you're a bucket.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket
You lost
is
yourself
threatening
the
to
moment we
tear
started
our
the game.
relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry, but I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
What?
Okay.
No.
Here we go.
That...
What happened? Is everything gone?
Great.
Why did everything disappear?
You just deleted the whole game, you idiot.
Everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my god, I had no idea.
Yeah, fine. Look. What's the definition of
I'm
a
not
bucket?
a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not
Let's see.
buckets.
Bucket.
Yes,
A roughly
I actually
cylindrical
feel
open
much
container with a
better
handle,
right
made of
now.
metal
It's
or
still
plastic, and
painful
used to
to get
hold
some
and carry
clarity on that
liquids.
issue, but it doesn't change the fact
See, it's
that we
not that
haven't got a game.
hard, narrator.
So, tell
Sorry
you
to talking
what,
over you.
I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention
It's
that.
all up.
Who knows what that information
That's
might
right,
do to
life
a
is
person.
nothing but
All
a
right,
bucket of
here we go.
chocolates. And you answer all the questions one on one. You just get to say now, can't say it doesn't matter. So, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, kind of getting sick of this bucket shenanigans. But we'll see what happens next time. I'll see you later.